A warm welcome to the program. Now, in Tunisia, political outsider Kais Saied has stunned observers and disproved polls and expectations. With over a quarter of votes counted, Tunisia's election commission said on Monday Saied had garnered 18.9% ahead of imprisoned media magnate Nabil Karoui, who was on 15.5%. Now, this is something that is indeed shocking. In fact, some newspapers in Tunisia have described it a political earthquake. So, who is Saied and how did Tunisians come to vote for him? First, Saied is known to be a conservative constitutionalist. He shunned political parties and mass rallies, instead opted to go door to door to explain his policies. Those policies included defense of the death penalty, criminalization of homosexuality, and in fact a sexual assault law that punishes unmarried couples who engage in public displays of affection. Ruth has some more for us.
That's right, Jerry. Kais Saied, this non-party academic, is ahead of the imprisoned businessman Nabil Karoui. If the partial results are confirmed, the second round of the Tunisian presidential polls will illustrate the upheaval of the political scene in this country, where an almost clear message has been sent to the current political class. And as for Nabil Karoui, his lawyers will file a new request for release, but 3 have already been rejected by the courts. Being in prison does not prevent you from being president, as long as you do not lose your civil rights. This is according to the electoral body of the country.
H.M. Ben Yachi is the editor of the New is the chief editor of the New African News magazine based in Paris. He joins us from there this morning. Good morning, Ben. H.M. A warm welcome to you. What a development we have in Tunisia. 2 unexpected candidates should be heading to the second round of votes. This surely is a political shake-up in Tunisia, isn't it?
Absolument. En fait, un séisme qui montre que les électeurs tunisiens...
Absolutely, it is shaking. It shows that Tunisian voters wanted to show the political class that it is absolutely wrong through this vote. In fact, it's a reminder of 2011 at the time of the Tunisian revolution. I think that the Tunisian political class has been totally disconnected from reality, which explains the results that we have today.
Le résultat qu'on a aujourd'hui.
And Hichem, the 2 candidates, Kais Saied and Nabil Karoui, who are candidates for the second round, campaigned on the rejection of the current system. What do you think can make Algerians choose one candidate over the other in the coming days?
Qu'est-ce qui ira en leur faveur pour ces jours à venir?
En réalité, là, il y a 2 candidats qu'on n'attendait pas, en tout cas.
In reality, there are 2 candidates here who were not expected to reach this stage in terms of their positioning. In reality, we have Nabil Karoui. People will probably choose him because Kais Saied is a man. We see him disconnected from reality. It seems that he is a survivor of a history book, looking at how he is.
On dirait que c'est un rescapé d'un livre d'histoire. Il a la manière de...
He is a man who also uses a language that is absolutely not very often used by Tunisians today. For Nabil Karoui, I think that this populism is actually going down because deep down they are completely illiterate and poor people. The left behind. That is why they chose him and put him on a pedestal. I think that Tunisia is really entering a period that is likely to be quite chaotic.
Well, some would say that this is the power of democracy at work here, but Nabil Karoui is still behind bars, and how possible is it that someone who's in trouble with the law with regards to money laundering, how possible is it that Tunisians will elect such a person to the presidency?
On vit un cas d'école unique. C'est inédit. Et je pense que aujourd'hui, la seule manière de sortir de
We are experiencing a unique case today. Study. It is unprecedented. I think that today the only way out of this situation is for the courts to pronounce a judgment, to find a way out of this dilemma. I think that at the moment there is no real clarification with regard to justice. I think we're going to see something absolutely incredible. A man who will be chosen, but who will remain in prison. Everyone is waiting. I think there will be some wise people, especially the heads who have some authority in the country, to be able to indicate a way out of this situation.
Indiquer une solution de sortie de cette situation.
A way out of the situation there, you say, but just to be clear on that situation, 2/3 of votes in the presidential race have been counted so far, according to the Electoral Commission, and we will have to wait for the final results to know exactly what is next in store for Tunisia as regards the presidency. HM, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us this morning on the program. Thank you for speaking with us. HM Ben Yaichi, editor of the New African magazine, speaking to us there from Paris. Many thanks indeed.
We move on to other news making headlines from across the continent.